fails to disappoint on that aspect. But yeah, we're currently waiting for this technical issue to get fixed. I'm presuming we're going to get an invite soon for a new lobby because the race could not get underway. We had the formation lap, but technical issues meant that we couldn't actually get racing, which was very frustrating after a very entertaining qualifying. If you want to check that out, that is in the other video on the VIL channel. That will be correctly labelled later tonight. But yeah, we now await. As Trap Foreman says, we look like a bunch of fucking clowns. That is very true. And a very great quote there from Gunter, who's an inspiration.
Oh, as we can... Well, you know what we'll do? We'll look at the shop, see how useless it is today.
I've already looked, it's horrific. It's actually embarrassing. It's honestly, it's the most... I got excited when they first had the item shop, but there's so little stuff, and they just recycle it all the time. Yeah.
Well, Milan obviously saying, can we go 5 minutes later because he needs to take a shit, but, you know...
We are very professional league. You are tuning in to the most elite drivers.
Milan can be our Raikkonen, can't he?
Yeah, I mean, I think that does suit Milan. I mean, look at his profile picture on Discord, it's beautiful. Ernie, looking very...
Well, we've got an invite. You know what? I'm the 9th man in. And I've only just received the invite, so, to be honest, I feel like I'm being left out of the initial invites here.
Yeah, I feel abused. Very upset.
Oh, and hopefully we can get underway straight away. I'm assuming it was light cloud for the race, so we weren't expecting any rain, which was a bit unfortunate.
Yeah. Well,
Croftas is going to be waiting for that first race where he does get rain to really affect something.
Yeah, I mean, he's had plenty of wet qualifying sessions, but yeah, no wet races themselves yet. We're also saying that obviously everyone will be starting on the tyres that they qualified on in Q2, but everyone in the top 10 was already on the soft, so that won't exactly be hard. It'll be easy to spot if anyone's changing to the mediums or whatever, because it's right there on stream, and even my memory, as terrible as it is, can remember the top 10 were all on softs.
I'm just going to tell everyone welcome back.
Is anyone back in the chat?
Not yet. I'm back in the chat on my other YouTube account. So
hello, Velocity. How are you today? Thank you so much for joining us. Yeah, very unfortunate that we've had this technical glitch. But you know, this happens, of course, in league racing, and with this game, it's a good game, but yeah, it does have its fair amount of issues.
Velocity Games now saying this is the best league. Oh my god! So
wow, thank you so much, Velocity Games. Yeah, VIL is an incredible league, and vastly superior to any other rival leagues, and it's a huge privilege to be commentating in this league, and of course, it's the only league that is truly international. We've got international on our name. You know,
well, we don't have any Aussies yet, so if anyone can get in touch with Tia McMarduk...
We don't want their internet particularly, though, do we?
No, well, he lives in England now, so...
Actually, yeah, and actually we do have Indians and people from the UAE, etc., who use internet, although not great.
We are slowly recovering our numbers that we did have before the great crash, so...
Yeah, we had 18 starters. We're up to 16 drivers in the lobby. We had 18, as I said, in qualifying. Do you want to put the... Oh no, Gunther put in the latest one.
Gunther's a brilliant man, honestly. I can't fault him.
That's another reason why VIL is just an elite league, is that, of course, we have Gunther Steiner personally working alongside us.
Obviously, he makes sure no one smashes doors.
No, we have a very strict policy. It's an automatic ban from the league if you smash anyone's doors. And yeah, he's just posted the link to this stream. So
I tell you what, I do get along pretty well with Gunther. He's a very nice man, actually. Although some people, he's got very, very good banter.
No, he has got excellent banter, and you know, he's an elite team principal. And of course, technically, unless Haas go bust, which is possible with when you have Grosjean or Magnussen as drivers, they've signed the Concord Agreement. All 10 teams have, so there will be an F1 till 2025.
So does that mean we're getting Gunther till 2025? Well, I mean,
yeah, we're
it'll be a
guaranteed
tragedy if he's not here, wouldn't it?
Haas would never be.
We're just waiting for Energetics to pick his car. I'm not sure if he can't find it at the moment. Maybe he's going down the grid and just looking for it.
He's picked his car now.
There you go, he's found his car.
Drivers in.
And we should be getting underway as soon as the big man at Total Peas says to go. As we do have a look, and Dan Murphy has shocking internet connection. And you know what? I'm going to blame him for it.
I think it was definitely a choice.
Yes, it was. But we do have two Italians in the league.
In chat, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, Jonathan Cox is part Irish, part Italian, I think.
Well, have they forgot about the race?
I don't know, but there's a lot of banter, and it's on slow mode as well. So I'm just gonna, you know, just put in a picture in chat to try and get them to shut up.
We are waiting, guys. We would like to race at some point tonight. I do have a family to go back to.
I don't.
I have a 2-month-old baby on the way.
Oh yeah, you need to drop kick it, don't you?
Yeah. No, I'm very lonely, guys. I might start a GoFundMe.
This is a cry for help. This is a cry for help. Commentaries are only social.
We've got Pepe in the chat.
Oh.
Benfari.
Yeah.
Pepe Benfari. You're saying GG. I'm not sure who that is, but hi Pepe.
Yeah, hello and welcome to the stream.
As we are about to get underway.
To show you some actual racing. Have we got the formation up on again? Yes, we have.
Well, obviously, we had this in the start of season 1, didn't we? Where I think it took us 3 attempts. I do apologise for that. The race is already underway just outside my house, but
got front row seat.
Yeah, well, it didn't actually lag. We're just very behind.
Yeah, it's actually already started. It's a bit like the football commentary the other night when Fragile to PSG, but it's the other way round. There's a delay rather than being in front.
But yeah, we're just now waiting on Energetics. We just seem to always.
A lot of clown emojis.
Well, maybe we're all a bunch of clowns. Obviously.
Well, I think that's up to Gunther to decide. Because he's the one ultimately decides whether we look like a bunch of clowns or not. And so I will leave the judgment to him.
My phone is currently on 12% bat charge, so I may die halfway through the race. As we should all be loading in now, please guys, do load in.
Please.
And don't worry, I do remember who's on. To look at the comments.
Ah, do you not have your laptop?
I don't have a laptop.
Oh yeah.
I'm not that rich.
True. Well, if that does happen, I'll try and get mine up.
No, I'll charge my phone.
No, please don't, because then I'll sound like a robot.
It'd be an absolute nightmare. Alright, so we've got 7 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you know what? We all like a second formation lap, don't we?
Alright, let's make sure to put back on our details. So
yeah, track map, gap,
tyres,
detail.
gaps.
I'm going to have it on. Is everyone on the right tyres? I think we can confirm that.
Yes, everyone's on the right tyres. So now let's go for, if you go position...
So I've just decided to go on the predicted stop strategy, if I can get that up again. No, I can't. But it does look like
No, but
softs
if
to
you
hard.
ride on board with them and you change them, they sometimes come back up.
Come on, give me the stop. No. Okay, no, it doesn't. It doesn't like to show me. I wish I did get to see that whenever I wanted, but
Yeah. Oh, there we go. It's back up for me. Yeah, it says either soft hards or medium hards. It's predicting a one stop with the softs pitting around about 14 to 17 if you're on the soft hards.
Okay.
I didn't quite see the medium laps for them pitting because Codemasters decided that we would get 1 second.
We've got Energetic Smiles back again. I think he's doing his version of social distancing, isn't he?
He's tactically to come up again for me. Lap 16 to 20 for medium to hard, and oh, Knowlesy spun it on the formation.
And Maz has left, so we'll get you back in.
I don't understand. I'm
not sure what is wrong with you, but you know. Oh, Ben, we've got Phil Razor's just gone. No, that's Willem. Willem went exploring off into the grass. So you know what? We're having a very fun formation lap here.
Yeah.
You better get yourself back in before.
He's already spammed me with invite.
Oh, has he? Well, he knows you're gonna lag out. That's why he's giving you about 16.
That I hadn't by now.
You know what? Hopefully it gets better for next week because you're getting a new router. So
yeah.
And
well,
you are back in, please. Tell me you're back in, because I'd like... Yeah, you could... Yeah, I'll let you have the... Oh, we are getting underway now, so... I'll give it to you.
I'm loading in. Will I be in there? Time for the lights out, there we go.
When it lights out and away we go. Jonathan Cox has got a drive-through penalty for jumping the start. And Walker's got an incredible start, and he's up into P1 already. We're going to move down the grid, well, up the leaderboard and down the grid, and nothing has actually gone down. Obviously, it's in a mess. They haven't even fixed that yet, but we've got Young Lights just sitting behind Walker at the moment. And it is going to sort itself out slowly, but apparently Droftas is in first, but he's really not. He is right at the back. He's had nightmares, so I'm going to have a quick look. And see, and Maz is out of the session again.
Yeah,
and
the reason I wasn't speaking is because you sounded like a robot to me, which means I knew I was about to lag out.
Well, do you want to go and restart your internet and hop back in, or?
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, I can do this for now.
Hold the ship for now. Yeah.
As I'm just gonna.
This to be the last time of me commentating without with my old router.
Where is the gap? As we don't have a telemetry gap, that's brilliant. You do love it. As we do have a battle, and that's Jonathan Cox serving his drive-through penalty straight away. And we're more than likely going to be seeing Willem come into the pits as well, and Droftas as well coming into the pits. So we've got 3 guys into the pits straight away, but no safety car as of yet. Why are we having fastest lap? I don't want that. I want interval. Thank you very much. As apparently Farhad's a minute behind, but I don't believe that for a second. Now, we have got, what is our closest battle on track? Lost Souls and Total Peace, but I can't see anything happening yet. As we've got Energetics and Dan Murphy right on each other, but it does look like we're training it up a bit now. There's not many places to overtake, as we've got these guys coming out the pits, and they are a little way behind now. So hopefully Maz can get back in as quick as possible. Obviously his internet is shocking, so but we are going to sit on board, and Walker, sorry, is didn't realise on a drag strip, but Walker is pulling away slightly. Everyone is still within DRS of each other. You know how close these guys are, and they are going to be opening up DRS. Will Young Lights be able to make a move? No, he won't. And it does look like this is going to be a bit of a train, and we've got these guys going side by side, and Gurman's going to move through on track form. That's a brilliant move there down the inside of the racing point. The 2 Mercedes there going side by side. We've got the pink one and the black one, but theoretically the same car from different years. but that is Gurman up into P11. Energetics up into P14 after everyone has served all their stuff. And actually, Dan Murphy is out of the session apparently, but he's keeping pace, so I'm not sure what's happening with him. But as we say that, there's not really much to look at. His total piece is only 4 tenths behind Milan, so he's going to be closing up massively now. Obviously showed me that. And total piece, infamous pillars are now setting the fastest lap of the race. It's been non-stop so far, and Nosey now going through on track formula. So the two Mercedes getting through, and track formula coming straight back past Nosey and not allowing that to happen. Jonathan Cox setting the fastest lap of the race so far. And these guys are starting to train up. Farhad is falling off a little bit and has had a bit of lag there. I'm not 100% sure what is happening with him, but Lost Souls, well, YouTube Nova to infamous pillars all the way up to first is a train there. These guys are going to be wanting to move through, but that does look like Nosey's had an issue, and Energetics has just swooped through and claimed that position. Track Formula does have wing damage, so I'm going to sit on board with this man and see what happens, because I don't see anything really happening with the front guys as they're in a DRS trainer. I'm going to keep an eye on the Energetics now getting a massive tank slapper, and there we go, and track formula going into the pits. And Dan Murphy is up into P12 apparently, and track formula has picked himself up a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. So as we have just got Maz back into the booth, I'm fucking grateful for you because I can't keep up. As they are training beyond belief at the moment. To be honest, this is a massive train, but I can't see overtakes happening anytime soon. You need an invite.
Yeah.
I can shoot you that quickly. There you go, and hopefully. And Milan is actually gone through on Walker, and I've completely missed what happened to Walker there, but he's down into P3. Fuck you, Maz, but now Pease is on the back of Walker, so if Walker going to be overtaken by Pease, I don't know. That's promoted Young Lights into the net lead of this race, and he's going to be really happy to see a mistake like that from the current leader, and maybe there's more to happen. Obviously, Pease is very confident around this track, but he's going to be wanting to get past the Haas as quickly as possible now, maybe knowing that he could be. But Gurman has actually retired from the session, and that is that a VSC? Willem's also out, and there's a VSC out, I would assume.
Both of them are out. Do you think it's a crash between the two?
I wouldn't have thought no, because they're on different parts of the track, which is really odd.
Synchronized crashing, I guess.
Yeah, well, we did have that first race of VIL Season 1, didn't we, with both the Ferraris?
Yeah, that was very synchronized.
So are you back in? Can you see they've obviously slowed down for you?
Yes, it's very kind of them to wait for me to join. That's actually nothing to do with the VSC, that's just waiting for me to rejoin and load up, set up my stuff, and get my bearings. It always seems to take a while to load in.
They are still under VSC, and Young Light's just leading the way. And they're going quite quick for a VSC actually, and Walker's made a move under yellow flag. Oh, it's gone green. That's perfect timing then for Walker, and he's made that move stick on Milan. That's a brilliant move. And there's yellow flags there, so that's Lost Souls. Lost Souls has gone round, and he's so unhappy there, and he's lost his front wing, letting everyone go past. And
I'm still on the loading screen.
Well, we've had Lost Souls crash out of this session, and he has left as well, so he's not going to be happy at all about the way his season has started. But we've now got P's all over the back of Milan, and actually Walker, no, that's a very wrong delta there, saying he's 19 milliseconds behind Young Lights. These deltas aren't helping me too much, but I do think that Pete is going to be making his way through on Milan coming through and maybe coming into the CNRSs. So he isn't going to be able to get alongside, it seems, and that is another VSC, it seems. That's the second one so far. And well, they've slowed down for you again.
Yeah.
Well, I've had yellow flags, but Pete is going through. There's a lot of glitches going on here, and they're side by side. P's make a little bit of contact, not able to get on the throttle quick enough, and Milan retains P3. Nova is now all over the back, but is not going to be going for that move and thinks better of it.
So the battle for the lead at the moment, obviously Young Lights first, Walker second, very close.
Well, infamous pillars and Nova are now side by side.
Yeah, they are, and this is... Look, there's a lot of close battles on track. Obviously, Young Lights and Walker so close. Walker, there's another yellow flag. That's someone in the pit lane.
That's Lost Souls' car in the pit lane. So
yeah, I think he hasn't retired. I think did he finish in the pit lane?
I think he crashed at the CNRSs, and then
he's got a great run. Walker here on Lights for the race lead, getting in that slipstream. Which way is he going to go? He's going to try and go for the inside. He's got the inside, later braking. Young Lights trying to hang it around the outside. Now he has the inside run. This is
there's two side by side.
racing.
Pease is also side by side with...
Oh, this is incredible. Walker just gets through. Walker just gets through. The Young Lights is coming back at him. They're side by side for the lead. And Young Lights just forced onto the grass, but they kept it clean. As you say, Milan, Total Peace also
well, they're still
away.
side by side. Young Lights is back through.
Yes, yellow flags.
Jesus Christ. Young Lights is retained first place there.
Unbelievable. The racing between those two as well, I must say, brilliant. And a bit aggressive, obviously getting Young Lights onto the grass, but completely fair racing. And that's what we like to see, and they've kept it clean. A great battle for the lead. And as you say, Milan and Total Peace as well, this battle incredibly close. And it's, you just wish you could sort of have a split screen here. You could just see both battles at the same time, because they are both so equally close. At the moment, though, the closest delta is Walker and Young Lights. Walker got past Young Lights, but obviously Young Lights then got past him again. Walker's going to have another go. This is obviously a very good overtaking spot. Brazil was very good for overtaking. Let's see what he can do. He looks a bit too far back this time. He is a bit too far back. And Young Lights will retain the lead.
We've got more yellow flags.
Yeah, I think that's the goal.
I do think that's glitching, because these guys aren't getting them.
I'm not seeing anything on track that would
But these guys are breaking away now.
They are, and look at the gap. They're 2/10 between Walker and Young Lights. He just closed up in DRS, but wasn't close enough to pass. He's 5/10 behind Milan. It's so... The difficulty is obviously if you are stuck in a DRS train to overtake, and that is probably the difficulty right now for Total Peace with Milan.
Well, I've just had some information saying that the Phil gang isn't on YouTube because they're in the digital stands, and they are cheering on Phil from there.
That explains it, yeah. Phil obviously in 7th place at the moment, but not leading as there's a yellow flag in Sector 1, despite the fact that no one is in Sector 1. That is definitely a glitch.
So,
and Young Lights has pulled away a bit from Walker as we see Droftas get past Track Formula. Well, they're side by side by the looks of it. They keep changing. Is there contact? No, there isn't, but they do. Droftas gets through, and then Track Formula nearly goes into the back of him there. I'm just trying to catch up with all these battles. There's so many on track at the moment. I do apologise if I'm missing any major ones.
We've got Phil Razor and Ascome about to go.
Yeah, and Phil Razor's going to have to defend here from the Italian. What can he do? Total Peace getting a 3-second time penalty. That could be significant.
Side by side there. Track Formula has left the session, and Droftas is round. Droftas has made a mistake.
Time penalty. Yeah, he was in a battle at the time with Track Formula, so I wonder what happened there. But currently, with this battle between Phil Razor and Ascome, Phil Razor has been overtaken by Ascome. Brilliant clean racing. And I tell you what, Young Lights is now pulling away a bit from Walker. He's nearly out of DRS. It stays about 8/10. But Pease, meanwhile, is staying within about 5/10 of Milan. And Milan is starting to close up to Walker. Do you reckon his tyres starting to struggle here a bit, Walker, because he was
Well,
obviously right up close to Young Lights and is now falling into the clutches of Milan, who's now 6/10 behind. He's also 5/10 behind Milan. This is a massive train going all the way back to Infamous Pillars, but no one's close enough to make a move.
well, we've got the Phil gang has just arrived, cheering on Phil.
I'll speak
And
the devil. Phil's going for a move. He's side by side. He's got past Askiakome.
That's an incredible move there.
That's an absolutely brilliant move. Just as Phil gang arrives, they must be going absolutely crazy because that is an absolutely brilliant overtake as Walker gets a 3-second penalty.
Kiyokome's
That's very
not
significant.
done there, and he closes the door. That's beautifully done there by Phil, and he is through.
And Walker's now dropped out of DRS range to Young Lights. That's pretty significant. Of course, he's also got a 3-second penalty. P's also got a 3-second penalty. Milan and Young Lights, I don't believe, have got one yet. And of course, penalties might have a big deciding factor to have because it's obviously very difficult to pull away in this race. So to get a 3-second gap on someone, especially in a close battle like this, will be very difficult. Jonathan Cox, a 10-second penalty for corner cutting.
That's incredible. I'm not sure if that's real because we would have surely seen.
There is a glitch that sometimes you can just slightly touch the curb in it for some reason. Some tracks give you.
I feel like there's going to be a lot of things now. Oh, that is so close. Milan is all over the back.
As well with Nova and Pillars. This is a massive battle between all three of them. Milan now though, his main threat is Pease. Pease is only 2/10 behind. Is he going to go for the move here? Surely a bit too far back. What about the Red Bull and the Famous Pillars? Too far back as well for him. Look how close this top. I mean, all the way back. There's a slight gap. It's the top.
Well, we've got Phil Racer now
close.
pulling away from Askome, and we've also got the Phil gang saying, "Not today, Askome, not today." And
that was very true. Cue KSI music as Knowlesy gets past. Knowlesy side by side with Energetics.
Oh, let me get to that.
He's holding it, he's just held it, but look how close they are. And that looked like a very good move
That's
indeed by
incredible there.
There are so many battles on track.
I'm struggling to keep up with getting the camera in the right place at the right time, to be fair.
I mean, it's just so hectic and just constantly.
I'm going to get on board with Total P's now. He's going to have the DRS on Milan, but Milan's also going to have the DRS on Walker. Young Lights is pulling away, and
he's in the pits.
Total P's is in the pits.
Also, Walker is in the pits. So that's significant. They are going for the undercut, perhaps, and that really close battle. It looked like Pease was actually about to overtake Milan, but of course opting to pit instead. And who's going to come out? Is anyone going to come out ahead of each other? Go on to the hard tyres.
And Walker is going to be going through, but Walker's on the mediums.
Well, look at this battle here.
Walker has pitted onto the mediums.
Yeah, he has. Does he really think that on? Energetics now closing on Knowlesy. He's in DRS range.
He is closing quickly there, but he's not going to make it before the braking zone.
He's right up behind the gearbox, but he's not in a position to overtake there. And I tell you what, Total P's, because Energetics is on the mediums, Total P's is going to have to.
Jonathan Cox is now in the pits for the second time this race, and fitting the medium. So it does look like soft medium seems to be the strat.
Well, the prediction was soft tyres, but of course soft mediums, if you're good on your tyres, is possible. We know Total P's is good on his tyres. Of course, he opted for the hards though, and others also good.
Well, we did see in Austria when it worked for him.
And he was about to overtake Nova, but Nova's dived into the pits. I think he thought that was inevitable. Milan also in the pits. Now let's see where Milan comes out and compared to P's.
Well, I'm going to stay on board with Milan. Actually, no, you know what? We're going to stay on board with P's. We'll make it a bit more interesting, have a bit more action here. As we
Milan's done his pit stop. He's coming to the end of the pit lane. Where is P's on the track?
He's just coming through the start-finish straight now. Is he going to be able to jump the Racing Point man? I don't think he will.
I don't think he has, you know. It's going to be close, but he hasn't. He hasn't jumped him.
And he's almost been jumped by Nova as well.
Yeah, the undercut has not worked out for Total P's at all there. Frustrating for him, considering he's about to overtake Milan on track anyway. Energetics still close up to Knowlesy. Askakome also still sticking with Phil Razor. Phil gang. Phil is currently in third. He's currently on for a podium.
He's holding quite nicely there. This is technically his home race, isn't it, really? As all the Brazilians have adopted him. And they are here in force. They are basically our Verstappen fans of here.
He's got to be gaining a few tenths with that home support. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, well, here we go. This is Askome is going to be coming through, but Phil peels off into the pits.
That's a clever strategy from Phil. Doesn't want to get overtaken in front of his home fans. He knows how much it means to him. He's just got to hope that Ferrari pit crew are more like Red Bull today.
At the moment, we have a Red Bull 1-2, so these guys are running well.
Energetics up to 6th. Nolsey. Well, Walker must have come out ahead of Energetics, because obviously Energetics is right behind Nolsey, and Energetics now right behind Walker's 3/10. He's closing. He's too far back by the looks of it.
It does look like Walker's struggling now, midway into this race.
Well, he was struggling on the older tyres, but he's now on fresh tyres, so he shouldn't really have that problem. But look how close everyone is. There's a big gap between Nolsey, Walker's, Energetics, Milan, Total P's, in terms of between Nolsey and the top 3 and the rest. But
the thing is, what I'm really surprised about.
P's is behind Milan there.
The problem is I don't think he's going to be able to overtake. And Young Lights is coming to the pit, so where's he going to come out at the end of all of this? And obviously, that's forced Infamous Pillars to go one more lap as well, because obviously he doesn't want a double stack. No way does he want to, but he's coming out of the pits now. And I think he's going to be nicely clear of Walker.
Well, I'm currently looking at Total P's. There's also a car going side by side. That's Walker on Nolsey.
And Milan's looking for the move on Energetics as well.
Pease was too far back. Young Lights, where's he going to come out? He's going to come out
just in front. No, just in front of Walker. But they're going to be going side by side straight away.
Oh, and that's the disconnected racing point. He's gone round the outside, Walker. What
that's
a camera shot. I don't know if you're getting the same camera shot as me, but I had it from the helicopter there.
No, I didn't get that one.
Side by side. There's Pease.
Walker's through. Wait, we got... Oh, that's a disconnected trap. And Nolsey has just gone through him as well. As Total Pease has actually made it through on Milan as well.
They were side by side, and yeah, he has made it through. I briefly saw they were side by side, but I didn't quite see what happened at the end of that battle.
Young Lights isn't giving up. Young Lights is all over the back. Young Lights is going to be having this run on Walker coming on the back straight.
Pillars is pitted.
He is right. Here we go. Walker is going.
Still going.
He's got the run here. He's going to easily have him by the braking zone. Where Walker's peeling just behind, and he's going to have the DRS. These guys are insane.
We are on for an absolute treat here, because as you say, it's going to be DRS, and now he's going to have the slipstream. And he has the DRS as well.
And he's going to be side by side again.
Inside. He's going to the inside. Oh, they're so close. There's no contact. How have they kept it clean there?
This is incredible racing by these two.
Side by side through the first sector. And it looks like
Walker's not going to be able to hold it. No, yeah, and that is Young Lights holding P1. Oh, these guys are incredible racers, as I said at the start. And Total Peace is now stuck behind Energetics. He's not going to be too happy with that. Obviously, I do know he wanted to come in with a win today, but the traffic does. Obviously, we've got.
He's still in for a chance. We've still got a lot of laps to go.
Yeah, I know. We've got Leonardo saying this looks like a proper Sao Paulo traffic jam. Yes, it does indeed. It does look like Young Lights is pulling away.
Is it the same quality of driving, I wonder? But Pease is now going to have a run on Energetics.
And I think he's going to make this. Energetics, I'm not sure will fight this too hard, and he will actually.
Yeah,
he's going side by side, but he's not going to be able to. But there we go.
Who's that?
But actually,
Milan on Nova.
Young Energetics.
And Energetics. Oh my goodness.
Energetics is back. There's 2x2. This is NoahsArk.com. Here we go. Honestly, I said last week, Veloce overtakes the week, eat your heart out. And honestly,
we really have some contenders here every week. Pease, I think, will be a bit frustrated with that, because Energetics obviously hasn't pitted yet, and yet he's fighting with him. And but tell you what,
but Nova has actually made it through on Milan as well. And honestly, if they need overtakes for a week, just come and spectate here, please, guys. Just watch a VIL race.
Well, also that battling has allowed Pillars to close right up to this battle. He's a bit further back before. Look how close all four of them are. Pillars,
this is
Milan, Nova,
absolutely
and
incredible. As we do have Energetics really leading the train again. He loves it. Absolutely loves the battle.
Pillars is going for the move on Milan.
And he's flying through.
Can he get the... No,
And
he's got it. He's got it.
Milan definitely is struggling in the second half of this race now.
Second DRS zone is Nova close enough to Energetics. We're about to find out.
Energetics does have the DRS on Pizzo, which is saving him here.
Yeah, I think that has saved him. Look how close he got, but yeah, he is saved. And this is the closest battle on track at the moment. Although Walker is 7 tenths.
I was about to say, even though we do have Milan on the back of pillars, but they're in the same train.
Yeah, I consider that as part of the same battle. This is such an epic battle between all these cars. And I tell you what, Phil fans, Phil looks like he might join the party. Look at him there. He's closing up to them.
Phil is about to get involved in the party bus, as I'm going to start calling this.
Support at Sao Paulo, that traffic jam.
Well, if he can get himself on this podium tonight, they'll be having a carnival tonight.
They will.
And honestly, Becca in the comments saying, I've said it once and I'll say it again, are they human? I don't think they are, if I'm being really honest.
No.
It's an incredible driving Nosy into the pit.
Well.
And obviously, Energetics with his little trademark of going extra long on these tyres.
Yeah,
he loves it.
He loves to do that. And he's defended well. I'll tell you what, he's defended very well from
Nova.
Oh, little moment
and that's
Nova.
opened it up for Pillars. And he is going to be going side by side. Pillars is going to be able to make it through. And he's made that move stick.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Tell you what, Nova, although he lost a position, that could have been a lot worse because it was a big moment on the curb. Could have completely lost that and ended his race or got some front wing damage. So, although he's lost the position, I think he'll be breathing a sigh of relief that it wasn't a bit worse there. This Milan is still incredible. I mean, no one's pulling away from this at the moment. Energetic still leading this train, despite the fact he's on those older tyres, he's on the medium tyres. And no one at the moment can get past him, but Pillars is looking a lot closer than he was last time.
It does look like Nova's now struggling. He does seem to be falling into the clutches of Milan. And Phil Razor on the party bus
is... He's about to join the party. He's joined the party. He's in direct DRS zone. And in Famous Pillars, who has made a couple of moves already, surely this time is going to have enough on Energetics. He's going the outside, and yeah, he's got it. He's got the move done.
He's made that look easy now. Now Milan isn't close enough there, but Party Bus Phil is coming in hot. And
this isn't over. This isn't over because Energetics will also have DRS. Nova not maybe quite close enough. And it looks like we aren't going to see any more changes, but Phil is in DRS zone.
Young Light is now pulling away on Walker. He's almost 2 seconds in front, so Young Lights is absolutely smashing it tonight.
Well, this will be huge for his championship. If he does win today, that will be doubling his points tally. He's currently on 25 points, which perhaps doesn't reflect how quick he actually is.
Well, I do think so many of these guys are so quick that you can say that about everyone, can't you, really?
Yeah, I mean, they all really deserve
more
points,
no, and Energetics has put it in the grass. And Phil Razor might be getting caught up behind. He's going to be trying down the inside.
That's risky, but he's going to wait for DRS.
Energetic has given him the space. He didn't need to give him, but he has. And Energetics is a rocket ship.
He's going again. He's going again. He's not pitting. Phil Razor going again as well. There's also a battle further ahead between Milan.
Is he going to be able to send it on him? He's going to take the outside line, and he's going to get the inside.
He's going to get the inside. Oh, that's unbelievable.
He's not getting the run though.
Better traction through there, but he's still going to have DRS surely this time. They both got DRS, of course. Look how close he is. He's got to make this move stick.
He's basically pushing him down the stage.
And eventually, Phil gets past. Phil Gang breathes a sigh of relief, but Energetics now coming side by side.
Unbelievable, and he has backed
given
out
up eventually because yeah,
honest to God, these guys are incredible.
I mean. I'm really struggling to keep up with this brilliant wheel-to-wheel driving.
Well, we've got... They're now saying Senna and Verstappen had a baby, and they made Phil.
So we're seeing some very Senna
Energetics now just letting... you can say his name. Through. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Jonathan... Jesus Christ, I've just got switched onto Farhad, and he is struggling with connection tonight.
Yeah, he is, and he's always hit the brake barrier. They hit the brake mark board. He's lost that position to Nolsey. Pease with a 3-second penalty. Energetics finally comes into the pits.
We're coming down for a minute. No, we're not. Milan's on the back of Nova. This is an amazing race.
As amazing as it is, I'd love a break for 2 seconds just to catch my breath. Energetics, as I said, finally in the pits.
And out in P12. And Phil, is he going to get on the back of Milan and YouTube Nova?
He's on the softs. Energetics is on the softs. Knowlesy and Jonathan Cox having a battle here. Knowlesy's just about got past. There's good battling there. Jonathan Cox so close behind him.
Well, here we go. Jonathan Cox trying the outside. It's not going to work, obviously. These guys are looking for any way through on each other.
I'm loving the adventure, though. They're not settling for just the, boring old, I'll just outbrake into turn 1. They're going for any gap they can, and yet they're keeping it clean. As Milan's getting close to YouTube Nova. He's the closest at the moment. And let's see what... He looks too far back, though.
Phil is unbelievably quick right now. He's gained 6 tenths on this lap so far. So,
well, I think I see some of his Brazilian fans who are in the comments in the stands there cheering him on.
Look at them all. They're all of them Brazilians. All loving Phil go.
And he is gaining on Milan, and he's just a bit too far back, but he will probably have another chance next lap.
He is driving like a man possessed.
Ascacome, as you say, is catching up to this train.
He is on the softs as well.
I tell you what, we have to be thankful for Energetics because he's part of the reason this is also close.
Do you know what? I think it's the Dutch, honestly. The Dutch make F1 great, even though we hate to admit it sometimes. But, they do.
Speaking of the Dutch, Energetics with the 3-second time penalty.
We have got Phil Razor all over the back of Milan and Ascacome.
Ascacome, look how close he's getting to Phil Razor. Don't rule him out of this. And
I'm just wondering, is Ascacome going to cut through all 3 of these?
Well, because he's his pace. Maybe. Milan getting so close, but he can't get past him. And I tell you what, he's taken a bad line through there. But then again, so is Nova.
Got the run. They love just riding that curb.
Oh, he's got a brilliant run. He's got an absolutely brilliant run here, Milan. Surely
he's not going to be there.
He's too far back. Oh, goodness me. And Phil Razor now.
And I tell you what, that's Milan's best sector by 1/10.5 this race. So they're not slowing down.
Phil also improving in that first sector by 0.5 and Ascacome as well, and Phil gets so close to the back.
This is a 4-way battle for P5. This is incredible stuff here.
This is brilliant, and I'll tell you what, although the gaps at the front maybe, starting to extend a bit, and maybe that battle's died down, we've got some brilliant entertainment.
I'll tell you something, actually. Infamous Pillars is gaming on total Ps.
He's going to have DRS. I think he's
well, it looks like Phil Razor didn't get the best exit there, and Ascacome could be coming through this lap on him, and he did. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, they're going to go 3 wide, are they? They are 3 wide now.
Oh my goodness! There's a bit of contact. There's a lock-up.
Who's going to
be Ascacome?
Ascacome gets through. That's a double overtake there. Milan has gone flying wide, and Phil Razor is holding Pisa. I do think the reason for that though is Phil Razor got a little bit of a twitch, and Milan had to take avoiding action. But he's done that incredibly well, and as I've said, these guys are unreal.
Well done to all of them for keeping that clean, because any other division I would have absolutely bet my house on there being a coming together there series that would have ended races, front wings, whatever. But not here today, and that's great to see. Infamous Pillars is now only 0.5 away from total Ps. We'll keep an eye on that, but for now we will stay with this.
Well, it looks like Ascacome, I feel like it's just going to cut past Nova. Like it's inevitable, isn't it? This man is on a mission.
Well, this man is a reserve currently, but he'll be pushing for that seat. And I tell you what, he's certainly got the pace for it. Pillars I'm currently on board with, because he's very close to Ps. This is the closest he's been so far. He might not get it here, but he might have a chance down the main the second straight.
Well, here he goes, Ascacome coming for on Nova, going side by side into the center S's. And is he going to make this stick? No, he's not able to get that. Nova's outbraked him. That's incredible. Yeah. Nova's 12-lap-old.
Ascacome locked up there, which wouldn't help him.
Ascacome is again. They're going to be going side by side, and I would like to see Milan into the pits as well. And Ascacome's gone flying wide, and Phil's all over the back. He's not gonna have the space, is he? He's stuck his nose down the edge, but he's not gonna have the space.
He had a sniff.
My phone's now
Pillars,
on 3%,
3/10.
so my phone might die before the end of this race.
Pillars is 2/10 behind Pease. Look how close he is.
It looks like it's going to happen, doesn't it? It really does.
Pease is so rapid around this track.
Well, it just shows how quick everyone else is, honestly.
Yeah, exactly. And
no, this is going to happen now.
This is surely going to happen here.
And here we go, around the outside, and
got a bit on the grass, but he's got the pace and DRS.
Well, there we go, and that's
it done,
him
but
through.
we've still got the second DRS soon as Ascacome and Nova are fighting again, and Ascacome this time does get through.
And I tell you what, next in line, Phil Razor, and I think he's not going to be sitting around for long.
And Total Pease is coming back at Pillars, they're side by side, Pease is back through, Pillars is going to have the inside line, Pease is on the outside, Pease has just held it, and no, they're side by side, I keep thinking it's over. It is now. Pease just holds it.
These guys don't fail to impress ever.
3-second time penalty. That's his first penalty. We've got
Pepe is actually an Ascacome fan. He's now cheering on Ascacome. So
well, he's having a great race, Ascacome. So I mean, all of these guys are, to be honest. The way they're racing, the way they're doing their wheel-to-wheel battles.
Some of these guys today have come out of the blocks absolutely unbelievable.
Pillars looking to get back past Pease. Of course,
it's going to happen here.
But the thing is, it happened last time, and then Pease got him on the second DRS straight, so it doesn't seem to matter this bit that much, and I think that's why Pease isn't fighting it too much. It's all about the exit through here and getting it on that second DRS straight.
Doesn't look like he's had the exit though here.
No, and he's got a 3-second time penalty as well. He's closing. It's not a long enough straight, surely though, no, and he's going to have to settle.
There we go.
Is closing on Nova, but again too far back.
And Milan the side by side, and Farhad spun it. He has been that.
Was there contact?
No, I don't think there was. I think it was lost on the curb.
Goes through either way into 11th.
Dan is going to be coming through on Farhad as well in a second. Farhad having major internet issues for one as well. And here we go. Dan Murphy is not going to get it actually.
Just worth a mention whilst other battles go on track, especially that battle between Pease and Pillars. A big benefiter is Ascacome. Look at that delta. It was 3 seconds a minute ago. It's now 2.6 and closing all the time. So the longer that Pease and Pillars battle, Ascacome is gaining.
I'm just going to quickly put my phone on charge, so I'm not going to be able to look at the comments for a hot minute. And
oh, someone's got very wide there.
Nova's just driven off the track.
Yeah, that was bizarre there. Pease is now going for Infamous Pillars. He's so close. They're side by side. He's not gonna have the inside line though. He's gonna have to do it the long way round. But he's managed to take that position.
These two are non-stop. Now the thing is Pete's gonna have to brake.
Phil Razor's just forced Nova off the track.
There's a little bit of wheel bang in there. Are they gonna make that stick?
He's got the inside. There's more contact, more wheel bamming. And,
Phil Razor, is he going to hold it? No, he's not.
Oh dear, that's such a shame. There was wheel banging and then he lost it.
And there we go, he's back on the track and he's going to have to gain about 2 seconds. And Nova's actually waited. Nova has given that position back.
Well, that is very honourable. That is incredibly honourable.
Another level of sportsmanship there by Nova.
Ascacome has cut the gap to Infamous Pillars by 2 to now 2.1 seconds.
And Dan has gone through.
Tell you what, don't rule Ascacome out.
Well, I'll tell you what. I think Nova might be the Brazilian's new favourite man. For
the sportsmanship there was absolutely brilliant. And as I say, the more Pillars is now going at Pease again, and the more these guys battle, look at that delta with Ascacome.
Well, we've got Nova is back on the back of Phil Razor, so he's not, and Nova's going to come flying through here, it seems. And they're going to go side by side. Take two. Here we go. And
this time,
it's the other way around, and Phil is just decided that it's probably for the best not to. But I'll tell you what, these two, honestly, there's got to be a certain level of respect from Nova to Phil to allow him to slow down and actually, because obviously that's a large chunk of time as well. Ascacome's
now under 2 seconds behind Infamous Pillars.
And Peace is
away.
almost dropped Pillars. Now, are these mediums dying? That's what my question is now to you. Are these mediums dying?
Well, I just realised all this time I hadn't noted. This is why Asukome is so quick. He's on the soft tyre.
Yeah,
because he went longer, obviously, and then he's gone to the softs, but he's on the softs a while now.
They are going to be dying out very quickly now. And the thing is, these 2 DRS zones are actually keeping Pillars within 6 temps of Peas. Peas is definitely, I think, the stronger driver at this point.
Phil Razor also still in DRS zone, obviously, of Nova. He's getting very close, but he's too far back to make a move at that point. Energetics just outside the points at the moment. Milan, who was right up there at the front at the start, he is down in 10th. Jonathan Cox in 9th. These are unbelievable drivers who, in any, like, you'd be surprised if it was any other league that they're this far down, but because of how competitive the field is, you have the defending VIL champion in 12th, one of the contenders for this season and last season, Energetics in 11th, Milan in 10th, and Jonathan Cox, one of the front runners at the start last season, in 9th, because of how competitive this league is.
Yeah, well, we've done. I think we've done a job here, getting some of these drivers in this season, and
certainly making it very entertaining. It's paying it off in the races, that's for sure. Phil Razor got a run here.
We've come in. We've obviously gone in scouting with the ambition to entertain, and we've done it. I would say. I would honestly say we have done that.
I think we can pat ourselves on the back at this point of the season in terms of how entertaining these opening races have been. Phil Razor is closing.
I'll tell you what though,
on Nova.
He's not going to make that.
Yeah,
Walker is falling into the clutches of Total Peas.
He has, and unlike Total Peas, Walker's has not been battling. So Walker's is obviously on the mediums, Peas on the hard. So
I am curious though, where these 6 seconds of Peas' penalties is going to shove him though, because
I don't think Walker's has got penalty.
Peas doesn't quite like track limits, and he's gonna these last 2 laps he's gonna have to pull out. He's gonna have to do a job, isn't he? Here.
Yeah. Well, it's so difficult to pull out in 3 seconds though. I do think Walker maybe does have 1 penalty, but Peas is now in DRS zone. Pillars is also in that battle, obviously. Asukome is now dropped off. Maybe those soft tyres starting to die.
And Phil Razor has dropped slightly behind Nova, and I think he's just settled in for this. But Walker is slow now, honestly.
He has gone so slow. Peas has gained about, what, 8 tenths over the course of about 3 corners? Something
like that is incredible. Maybe Walker might be Peas' saving grace, pulling out maybe 3 seconds on this last lap if he can get past him.
Don't rule out Pillars though. Pillars is right behind Peas.
Yeah, that's the thing though. Is Pillars going to be able to get past Walker as well? Because it seems like Walker's got nothing in the tank.
No, I think his tyres have gone off, and actually it was Total Peas who said earlier today, once those mediums die, they die hard. Peas is going down the inside, he's not even waiting for DRS, he is eventually going to have to go.
I think he's going to wait for it, obviously knowing that these guys are going to come back.
That was Infamous Pillars who just went onto the grass there.
And Asukome is going to be licking his lips now, seeing that Red Bull mess up.
A lot of time. I mean, he was 2 tenths with DRS, but I think he must have drained overtake or something, Infamous Pillars, because the fact that Peas didn't overtake him there was nothing short of a miracle. What about now? He's gone a bit in the grass there, Walker, and he's got
well, they're going to be going side by side here, surely. Here we go, side by side.
Now, I think.
And Peas makes that work, but and there we go, Peas has made that through, and obviously I'm gonna make sure to get on board with Young Lights, but before the end of this race, because he has had an unbelievable race today.
I mean, it's really unfortunate because Young Lights has driven such a perfect race so far, and we've barely shown it.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna sit on board. We're gonna sit with him.
You just got to accept that's what happens, you know.
And honestly, Young Lights has had a near perfect race today.
Yeah.
He's going to be coming across the line in first place. He's going to claim his first VIL race win ever. So he's going to be more than chuffed with him. We'll get him into
on track. Is going to be P2, but where's going to be penalties? P4. He misses out on the podium. Asukume's got second.
That's
penalty,
incredible. The
Ascocomi's got
reserve
second.
man.
What an
And
unbelievable
Nova
race,
is... Phil Razor's got up to 6th place.
he's
Phil
leapfrogged
Razor
Nova
has...
on
And
penalties.
if you could do a job for me and get these guys into the party, I'll open it up and we'll get these guys... There we go.
Only person I don't have is Ascocomi.
If you could just search him, I'll spell it for you if you need it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, let me just first invite.
But what we're gonna do?
So it's Young Knights, obviously, and
Yeah.
and who's the other one?
Ascocomi and oh god, oh no, I've lost it. It was. Let me just have a look. We got congratulations everyone. Saying Leonardo. Yeah, that was an incredible race. It was Infamous Pillars. So if you want to invite him as well.
Young Knights has been very annoying and appearing offline, so I have to go all the way down to invite him. Infamous Pillars. Do I have Infamous Pillars? Oh, well, I'll first invite the race leader and the winner, and I'll just quickly search the others.
Obviously, none of these guys have actually had an interview in VIL this season. We'll be seeing if they do join. Congratulations, Ascocomi. Yes, that was incredible. And we have got our race winner in here now. So, Maz, if you want to ask him a couple questions, then we'll...
Yeah, well, first, congratulations, obviously. That's your first win in VIL ever. And it was incredibly dominant performance. It's certainly in the race. Tell us about it from your perspective.
I mean, I think I got off to a good start in the race, just behind Walker. Me and him had some battles, and I think I had to stretch them softs to do the soft medium to make the soft medium work. Instead of pitting lap 14, I pitted lap 16, so I could do less laps on the mediums, and it looked like it worked because I was pushing away from Walker on the final couple of laps. But I've enjoyed the race. To get my first pole and first win in VIL was just an amazing start to the season.
Yeah, it was incredible, and that I'll tell you what, that battle for in qualifying as well between the top four, between you, Peas, and others, it was really great to see, and yeah, absolutely brilliant performance, and congratulations on your first VIL win.
Thank you.
We've also got Infamous Pillars here, who you got the final podium spot. Congratulations, how was that race for you today? You had some absolutely brilliant battles, and you were right in the thick of it for most of the race there.
Mate, probably one of the best races I think I've been in. Battles from start to finish, the one with Peas. I think that's probably the best battle I think I've ever had with Peas. It was clean, it was fair, so GG's to him, GG's to Lights, and yeah, it was good to get a P3, good to get a podium.
Yeah, I mean, that battle was incredibly entertaining to commentate. And I mean, yeah, it went on for so long. You know, you kept re-overtaking each other, and yeah, no, it was absolutely rapid. And correct me if I'm wrong, this is only your second race as a full-time driver in VIL?
It is, yeah.
Yeah, so you must be delighted then with that result.
Yeah, I am, yeah, and struggled for pace in quali, so yeah, just had to try and make sure it was right for the race, and I think that is where I concentrated more on today than quali. It was just a matter of getting into Q3, starting us higher, just in case anything does happen into Cell 1, but yeah, absolutely buzzing after today, so.
Yeah, no, as you should be, and same with you, Lights, as well. Brilliant race to commentate on, and I'm sure it must be really fun to take part in, especially with all those amazing battles. Is there anything you want to add, Velocity? Any other questions?
Well, not questions, but just more of a statement that it was absolutely unreal for the Constructors' Championship, as you're both Red Bull drivers, so...
Ah, yes, completely. I did say, actually, in qualifying, didn't I? I said this might be a team, but a really good team, but I completely forgot. Yeah, they're both on the podium, Red Bulls. It's a very good point there. But congratulations to you both. And I think that's got to be one of the contenders for one of the best races I think we've ever had in VIL. I mean, it was a cracker for the last race of the season in our first season of VIL, but that might even top that. That was unbelievable as well. But yeah, thank you guys, and congrats on the race result. We couldn't get Ascocomi, unfortunately, in the party. I did invite him, but he hasn't joined, so it looks like we'll just have the interviews from first and third.
Well, we'll be back here for Saturday at 7:30 for Division 2 around Brazil, and we will see you then. Bye bye.